It's week 4, another week down. Here's a quick recap. In class this week, we began talking about force diagrams. What seemed to be a simple concept quickly turned into a much more complex process. We introduced outside forces acting upon the objects. The concept that I struggled with the most at first was that of friction and the direction that the force arrow would face. It took some time for my mind to overcome the obstacle that friction doesn't always slow down and point opposite the direction of motion. Moving on, we went into Newton's 3 laws, which also brought a little bit of confusion, where pretty much common sense gets thrown out the window. But what is common sense anyways? This is an intellectual class. For example, examining the forces of a car versus a bug. Yeah, it makes sense according to the laws, but it also doesn't when you think about it in your head or think of real life examples, because that bug sure goes splat. The time trial for our car this week was rather depressing as it failed to travel the 3 meters required, so this week brought more designs for the mousetrap car. Our biggest problem now is a design flaw in our rear axle. Too much movement takes place between the axle and the eye hook holding it to allow the car to travel straight. Correcting this flaw should produce the desired results. More on that to follow this week. This week brought along with it some very intellectual discussions through the Blackboard responses as we addressed prompts from David with little to no direction. Just read, ponder, respond. I had no idea that this physics class would cause me to think so deeply, examining my own thoughts and the thoughts of others. It is often difficult for me because I have always felt unable to convey my thoughts into words effectively. But it was good discussions. This week coming up, we'll bring the finalization of our mousetrap car, some more intellectual challenges, and probably some learning. See you next week.